Have you ever felt like your removal just isn't quite there? Just it doesn't do quite enough? Have you ever felt like you needed to make sure that your opponent just kind of forgot how to cast certain spells? Well, I think I'm onto something with this deck, and if you've caught my live streams recently, you may have seen me playing this, because this is a deck that I've been on for a good couple weeks at this point. And I call this deck the Lobotomizer. This deck, its goal is to make your opponents forget how to play certain threats. Let's get into it real quick, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So, this is the deck that I have been working on for the last, let's say, couple weeks or so. This deck is not updated for Aetherdrift just yet, but honestly, there's only like 2 cards from Aetherdrift that I would even want to play in this deck, so this deck is mostly complete. So let's take a look at what we're playing here. So what is our goal with this deck? Our goal is to control our opponent and make sure that they just can't come at you with anything anymore. And we're going to achieve that by either ripping cards directly out of their hand, removing them from the battlefield itself, and also removing it from their library, effectively making them forget how to cast certain spells. And you're going to achieve that with 3 different cards. One is the Stone Brain. 2 colorless artifact, you can pay 2 and tap and exile the Stone Brain. Choose a card name. Search target opponent's graveyard, hand, and library for up to 4 cards with that name and exile them. That player shuffles, then draws a card for each card exiled from their hand this way. Activate as a sorcery. So, if you know what your opponent is playing already, then when you drop this, you can name whatever threat is still in their deck that might just blow you out. So, the Stone Brain gets a single copy in this deck. Aside from that, we have 3 copies of The End. This is a spell that will exile a creature or planeswalker. Then you get to search their graveyard, hand, and library for any number of cards with the same name as that card, and just rip them right out. Make them forget how to cast it. And the third way we're going to do it is with Deadly Cover-Up. Deadly Cover-Up, on its own, is just a regular board wipe. Kill all the creatures on the table, no big deal. But if you collect evidence 6 with this card, you then get to do the same thing that you would do with The End. The only difference is you get to choose any card that happens to be in their graveyard already and exile it away. And the great thing about this card is that the exile portion happens after you board wipe. So whatever creatures go to the graveyard from this spell being cast, you can then, if you collected the evidence, remove them from the game. So if your opponent has like a Sheldred on the table and it's really ticking you off, right? So board wipe them and then remove the rest of them from the game. They will not be able to play that card anymore for the rest of the game. And it's really satisfying to make them forget how to cast their spells. I love it. So, as far as the rest of the deck, we are running 3 copies of Elspeth Smite, 2 copies of Dreams of Steel and Oil. This card is really good in the early game, being able to eliminate threats before your opponent can even cast them. It's kind of like a Duress, but it's for creatures and artifacts. You have 4 copies of Get Lost, 3 copies of Anoint with Affliction, 3 copies of Cruelclaw's Heist. This card, you always play it with the gift a card part, because it's a lot more fun to give your opponent that extra card and then have more choices to take out of their hand, and then you get to cast the card that you stole from them if you gifted the card. Then we have Mazemind Tome, 4 copies of that. This card is an absolute lifesaver, giving you the ability to smooth out your draws, draw additional cards, and gain life when you've used up the tome. Has saved me so many times. Next up, we are also running 3 copies of Sunfall, because we are a white and black exile-based control deck, so obviously Sunfall is going to be in here. Then we have 3 copies of Ashiok, the Wicked Manipulator. This is one of our few win cons in the deck. You'll notice that most of this deck is just control, control, control. Ashiok is one of our win conditions. Ashiok is great because the way it works is her +1 It allows you to look at the top 2 cards of your library. You exile one of the cards and put the other into your hand. So you get to choose one of the 2 cards off the top of your library and put it into your hand. Then the -2 is create 2 1/1 black nightmare creature tokens with, at the beginning of combat in your turn, if a card was put into exile this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on this token. Fantastic. So they make 2 nightmares, and those nightmares grow every turn because every turn you're exiling something with this deck. And the -7 is in alternate win condition. -7 reads, target player exiles the top X cards of the library, where X is the total mana value of cards you own in exile. And that pairs perfectly with the +1 ability, where you can exile a card to continuously add that mana value up for the -7. So it's a pretty good alternate win con if you don't win with just creatures. And we also are running 2 copies of Kaya Intangible Slayer. Kaya is fantastic because there's very few ways to actually interact with Kaya. And sometimes you can just win the game by turn after turn draining out the opponent with her +2 of each opponent loses 3 life and you gain 3 life. The other 2 abilities are very good as well. The 0 is you draw 2 cards, then each opponent may scry 1, and the -3 is exile target creature or enchantment. If it was not an aura, create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a 1/1 white spirit creature with flying in addition to its other types. Very, very relevant abilities on this creature, or planeswalker, I mean. As far as the land goes, we got 4 plains, 5 swamps, 4 Caves of Koilos, 4 Concealed Courtyard, 3 Restless Fortress, 4 Shadowy Backstreet, and 2 Demolition Field. The Demolition Field I actually added into the deck a few games in after playing this on the stream at the suggestion of one of my viewers. So thank you for the suggestion on that. So that's the deck right there. Exile everything. That's the name of the game here. Make them forget how to cast their spells. So let's go see a few games, and then I'll talk to you again at the back end of this video for a post-game wrap-up. Okay, what do we got here? So, we get to go first. We have 3 lands, a Dreams of Steel and Oil, and 3 Mazemind Tomes. I'm going to keep it simply because it has 3 Mazemind Tomes, and I think that's hilarious. So let's go. Alright, let's open with... I'm going to open with the Shadowy Backstreet so I can get my Mazemind Tome on too. I'll keep it. Looks good. Hello. Okay, oh, alright. So this is an aggro deck. Good to know. Alright, well, let's play that, and then we'll go Dreams of Steel and Oil. See what they have in their hand. So they have 2 Emberheart Challengers. Luckily for me, I have 2 Dreams in my hand. So let's get rid of all those creatures. There we go. That's better. Okay. Wow, a 3rd Emberheart Challenger. That's amazing. Good for you. Alright. That's cool. Let's see. So they've got Longstock Brawl. Choose target creature you control and put target creature you don't control, put a +1/+1 counter on the creature if the gift was promised, then those creatures fight each other. And you also have Giant Growth. Okay, so we can't really do anything just yet. We're going to hold mana open for Elspeth's Smite. Manifold Mouse, you say? Okay. Yep, Emberheart Challenger. Give him the old double strike. I'm going to wait just a moment here until they cast that Giant Growth. Pass. Wait for it. Waiting. Waiting for you to cast that Giant Growth. Alright, there we go. Hit him with the Elspeth Smite. Get out of here. Alright, take the 1 damage. Alright, Mazemind Tome. And say go. Okay, so we really need to draw into some land so we can get this Deadly Cover-Up going. Pass. Yep, you're gonna take some damage here. Pass, pass, pass. Yeah, do your thing, champ. You got it. Big damage coming through. Alright, end of turn. Page counter. Cruelclaw's Heist is not going to do us any good at this stage of the game. What we need is lands. That's not land. So let's go ahead and draw a card. Okay, that's a land. That's good. Let's go ahead and Mazemind Tome again. And then we will scry. Put that to the bottom. We just really need to get to another land. Alright, Innkeeper's Talent. Level 2. Yeah, we're taking a lot of damage this turn. We're probably going to lose, because we're not going to have, like, enough time to breathe here. Because we're at 2 now. Okay, Caves of Koilos. That's fine. Alright. Let's cover them up. Get out. Alright. We need to scry. Alright. Swing that down. I'm going to scry again. And just seriously hope that they don't have, like, direct damage off the top. Because if they do, that's just game. Okay, looks like they don't. Sweet. Alright. Let's go ahead and draw a card. At exiles, we gain 4 life. Awesome. Cool, that's a land. Put it down, there's surveils. Alright, move this swamp out. Don't need that anymore. Play another Mazemind Tome. I'm gonna go scry for 1 with this. Elspeth Smite. Keep it. End turn. Pass? My turn, sweet. Alright, take that. Let's go ahead and scry for 1. Cruelclaw's Heist. I think we'll keep it this time. And we'll actually draw it now. And I'm going to gift you a card. What do we want? Snakeskin, Longstock Brawl, or Monstrous Rage? Give me your Snakeskin Veil. I want to make sure that you can't blow me out with a Snakeskin. Plays a land. Another Innkeeper's Talent. Sweet. Level 2. Alright. Shadowy Backstreet. We're going to surveil 1. Send that down. Don't need that right now. Let's draw a card. It's going to go. We're going to gain 4 life. Alright, we're starting to stabilize. This is good. Alright, let's play the other Mazemind Tome. Alright. And we say go. Alright. This is really nice that they are not drawing any creatures right now. That's really good for us. Alright. End of turn. Actually, hang on. Let's scry first with this one. Okay, it's a Caves of Koilos, so don't need that. And we're going to draw a card with this one. Another Restless. Alright, well, let's play the Restless. And I will activate this one. And we're going to attack. Start going on the offensive a little bit here. There we go. Alright, end turn. Now we can start turning this game around a little bit. Thankfully, they have gone multiple turns without drawing any additional threats. So that gave us a lot of breathing room. Let's play another one. Alright, activate. Next. And we attack. Suck 2 life, hit for 1. There we go. Alright, end turn. Pass. Alright, end of turn. Let's draw a card. Another Get Lost, very good. And a Sunfall, nice. Alright. Activate the Restless Fortress. And I don't really have enough mana for that. Or do I? It's 4. It's not quite enough. Not enough that I would be comfortable. Alright, we're back to 20. From all the way down to 2, we've made it back to 20. This is pretty nice. I think we're at a point with what we have in hand that we can just ride this out. Pass? Yeah. Okay. Whole bunch of counters. Resolve all. Perfect. Good thing you can't give him haste. Pass? Let's go ahead and draw a card. Alright. Got me a plains. Alright, my turn. Alright, let's go ahead and play this and play a Sunfall. Off you go. And after that, I think we will attack for 1. There we go. Alright, end turn. Yep. Very nice. Alright, activate. And activate this one as well. Got this demo field. Next, we attack. Alright, knock him down. We go to 2. End the turn. Good game. Wow, that was scary. They had us all the way down to 2 health, and we climbed our way all the way back up to 30 health. That's pretty sweet. Good game. Opponent goes first. We have a Concealed Courtyard, a Plains, a Swamp, a Kaya, Dreams, the End, and Deadly Cover-Up. I will keep. Opponent opens with a Swamp. I will play Concealed Courtyard and open with Dreams of Steel and Oil. See what kind of deck they're playing. Okay, so they are playing the whole Unstoppable Slasher, Bloodletter Aquasats deck. So we're going to remove the Unstoppable Slasher. And once they get to a point where they can cast Bloodletter, we're just going to end it. Let's play that. Play Mazemind Tome. So this is a fairly easy deck to overcome, so long as you can lobotomize their combo. Alright, turn. Scry for 1. Anoint, I'll take that. Alright, let's go ahead and play a Plains. Say next, go. So they're going to tap out to play their demon this turn, which is fine. Totally fine. Pass. Resolve. Okay. You're going to suck 2 life from me. I'm going to draw a card. Alright. My turn. We're going to go Swamp. We're going to go the End on the Bloodletter. And we're going to eliminate the rest of them. That way they can't do that stupid combo on us. There we go. And that is them done. Now, this turn they're going to unlock the other side of their thing, which is fine for us because we can just hit it with Anoint. Resolve. Okay. End of turn. I'm going to scry 1. That's a land, we'll keep it. Okay. Alright, our turn. Let's see. Our opponent does not appear to have any creatures available. Let's see. And nothing in the graveyard, so casting Deadly Cover-Up is not good for us right now. But what we can do is we can Anoint. And I don't think I want to play Dreams of Steel and Oil just yet. There's really no point to it. So we'll draw a card. That exiles, we gain 4 life. Perfect. Alright, end turn. Play a Swamp. Play another Ritual Chamber so they can get the demon. Alright, so let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so let's... Okay, we kinda have to do one or the other. I'm gonna Sunfall right now. play a third Ritual Chamber. Totally fine. And they don't have enough mana to unlock one of the other doors. Alright, so let's see here. I'm going to start with Dreams, see what they have. Okay, cool. So they have no creatures. So they have a Withering Torment, destroy target creature or enchantment. They have Feed the Swarm, destroy target creature or an enchantment. Go for the Throat, destroy target non-effect creature. That's perfect for us. And they don't have any other ways to make demons, so we're going to cast this right now. Off you go. Alright, no more demons for you. Wait, Swamp? Do they have anything? They have a Mazemind Tome. Okay, that's good for them. Okay, if we can draw a land this turn, that's going to be great for us. Oh, they have an Archfiend. That's not good. Alright. Bad timing. Really bad timing. It's not good to get a tapped land right there. Ooh, double Archfiend. That's bad. Alright. Yeah, so they're probably going to attack this turn. I mean, I would if I were them. So. Yeah. Pass? Alright. Hit it once. Hit it twice. Alright, off you go. Yeah. Alright, well, let's activate our little guy. Okay. So let's go ahead and play the Shadowy Backstreet. It's a Cruelclaw's Heist. Let me view the battlefield. What do we have in our hand over there? Yeah, Feed the Swarm, Withering Torment. Your browser? Yeah, I'll keep it there. Why not? Okay, let's go and play this.
Phyrexia shows no mercy. So
give me your Archfiend. Wow. Lose 2 life. I'll take one of my own. Alright. Do you have a demon to play? If not, you're going to lose a lot of life this turn. They do not, but they have a slasher. Mage? They had a Sheoldred's Edict. I did not see that at all. They must have just drawn that. That sucks. Okay, that kind of finishes me. Unless I can draw something to take care of that unstoppable slasher. Alright, well, let's go ahead and Cruelclaw. You. Archfiend. Go for the Throat. Withering Torment. We're gonna take your guy there and play it. Being out of cards is a bad position to be in. And he can kill both of my creatures right now. Island of Pony Sleeves, huh? You coming? Yeah, he's coming. Alright, block that. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we get to go first. We have 3 lands, a Caves of Koilos, and 2 Concealed Courtyard. We have a Get Lost, a Mazemind Tome, Kaya, and The End. I'll keep it. Alright, Concealed Courtyard comes down first. What do they play? Veteran Survivor. Okay, so beginning of your second main phase, if tapped, exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard. As long as there are 3 or more cards exiled with the Veteran Survivor, it gets +3/+3 and has hexproof. Cool. Play Mazemind Tome. Okay, opponent drops a second Plains. What are they going to do now? Warden of the Inner Sky. Okay, that's cool. Pass. Yeah, I'm going to take that too. No big deal. No cards in the graveyard to exile. Alright, end of turn, I'm going to scry 1 with the Mazemind Tome. Keep it. Need the land. Okay. Go and play that, and then we'll go next. End turn. Keep the mana open just to see what they do. Okay, so they are a white and red deck. That's good to know. Pass. Okay, looks like they're about to do something. Alright. Here's where we will Monstrous Rage. Oh, they're playing Resolute Reinforcements. Okay. Very cool. So this is the Convoke deck. Sure, resolve that. Alright, let's go ahead and scry again. Another Get Lost, I'll take it. Alright, let's go ahead and play the Caves of Koilos. And we'll say end turn. So now we can either Get Lost the Warden, or we can cast the End on the Warden. And if we cast the End, we will then dig through their deck and get rid of all copies of the Warden of the Inner Sky. Okay. Tapping down their map tokens, so they can no longer use them this turn. Okay, play a Plains. I don't know if they have any protection spells in there. Let's see what they try to cast. Okay, they didn't cast anything. I was trying to bluff them out. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and cast the End. See if they try to cast something to protect. They did not. Alright, so let's go through their library. Remove, remove, remove. And also take a look at what else they have. So Warleader's Call, Swiftblade, Virtuoso, Novice Inspector. So it's your basic white wingy deck. Okay. Not a big deal. Alright. Opponent's hand is a Vindicator, an Unwanted Remake. Destroy target creature, its control manifest dread. Okay, well that's going to be a dead card for them. Alright. Done. It's also at the end of turn, so they can't be casting any other spells. Alright, end of turn. Scry. I'll keep the land. Alright, play the land. And say go. You're gonna map up. Oh, it's a turn inside out, huh? Okay. Do they keep it there? Do they keep it? Looks like they do. Alright, does it again. Pass. Alright. Take the 2 damage. Ow. Alright, Swiftblade Vindicator. Perfect. Alright, plays a land. Recruitment Officer. Alright. Really need to find a Sunfall or a Deadly Cover-Up now. So end of turn, we're going to draw a card, gain a little bit of life. Oh, perfect. Works just perfect. Alright. Alright, Deadly Cover Up. Remove 6. And now, those creatures are going to go to the graveyard before Deadly Cover Up resolves. So, that means I can choose the Swiftblade Vindicator that just went to the graveyard. Now, we also get to remove these. And then we play Shadowy Backstreet. Scry 1, Anoint with Affliction. View battlefield. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll keep it just because I want the removal. And if they did not draw any creatures this turn, that means we then get to start swinging with the Restless Fortress. But we also kind of don't want to do that because they have removal. Yeah, so if that's the case, we kind of have to just chill. Pass. Another Deadly Cover Up. Tempting to cast it just to nuke another one of their cards, but I don't think it's really necessary. So we'll chill. We have all the time in the world with this deck. Sure. Pass. Okay. Alright. The Opposite Inspector is on the top of the library. So I don't know if you were here for the deck tech, but this is a very, very slow deck. This deck is designed to lobotomize threats out of the opponent's library. And so far, we have gotten rid of Swiftblade Vindicator and Warden of the Inner Sky. So let's see here. So we can take some damage this turn if we want to, but I don't think I want to. I think I want to cast Anoint on this right here. I guess. Oh, he wants to do that, huh? Okay. Sure. I will take the damage. No big deal. Okay, there it goes. Alright. So we're going to take 4 damage this turn. No big deal. Ow. A recruitment officer. Okay, that's cool. Use the map token, huh? Okay. Alright, I have no problem seeing what you have on top of your library. Alright, my turn. Alright, well, I'll also do this now. So if we play Kaya, we can nuke one of their cards, and then they will then unwanted remake the creature that I receive, and then be able to attack Kaya. So we don't want that. So instead, I'm just going to Deadly Cover Up. I'm going to go like that. Okay, nuke. And now we are going to get rid of... We're going to get rid of your recruitment officers. They have not drawn into a single Warleader's Call. That's kind of weird. Alright, that's gone. So now the only... Oh, there's a Warleader's Call. Perfect. Perfect timing. Oh, that's right, because I searched the library, I shuffled that top card off the top of their library, so they don't get any more. But now, I get their Warleader's Call.
Now, those it is time for your spirit to move on.
And my Warleader's Call deals 1 damage to each opponent. Alright, plays land. Oh, there's Sunfall. Alright, well, let's go ahead and start nuking our opponent's life total. Then
Your time.
we will attack for 2. But like I said, very, very slow deck. But the games themselves are really satisfying. Okay. Veteran Survivor. Pass. Alright. My turn. Let's go ahead and play this. Let's take his creature.
First you, then your ghost.
And there you go. That is usually how the games end, too. Not often do we actually win by beating them down. Sometimes we get lucky and we get someone that actually wants to stick around for the entire game. Okay, what do we got here? So we got Caves, Shadowy Backstreet, and Swamp, and Elspeth's Smite to the end, and Ashiok. I'll keep it. Alright, first turn is Shadowy Backstreet. I will keep it. Alright, they play planes into Authority of the Consuls. Okay, so this might be a mono white token stack. Very, very common these days. Mazemind Tome. Okay, he's playing the usual suspects. Alright, let's play the Caves of Koilos. That's what I expected. Let's go Swamp. Pass the turn. The token decks are a problem for me, because I can only wipe them so many times. Yeah, let's do it now.
Even the grandest ideas start small.
Ah, Archangel. Perfect. That's a perfect thing for me to lobotomize. Good thing about the end is it can target planeswalkers. Okay, he's gonna scry 1. Alright, kept it on the top. Alright. Off you go. Library. Off those go. Graveyard. Alright, what else we got in here that we need to worry about? Caretaker's Talent. Rest in Peace. Soul Partition. White Sun's Twilight. We need to worry about that. Yeah, that's pretty much the only other really threatening thing. Opponent's hand is 2 Smites, a Rest in Peace, Day of Judgment, and Sunfall. Okay, cool. Alright, let's go and play this Swamp. Let's do +1. That's rough. Yeah, we want the Get Lost though. So, exile the Mazemind Tome, take the Get Lost. Play Cruelclaw's Heist on you. What we got here? I'll take the Sunfall. Attack. Yep. Punch him. Yep. Ooh, level 3.
Quiet! I am working.
Alright, let's see here. Let's go here. Let's go +1. Exile that. Take the Mazemind Tome. Ooh. Okay. Looks to me. And I don't see them making any tokens just yet. They might use the Mirex on their turn. I probably should, honestly. But no, I don't run any Field of Ruin. But that would definitely be good for dealing with those Mirexes, though. I don't think I need it, honestly. There we go. Let's see. Let's go +1. Kind of need to get lost. I hate to get rid of both of those, though. Alright. We're gonna heist ya. A little heisty. We can take another Sunfall, honestly. Actually, I think I'll take your Mazemind Tome. Let's see. So I got 4 and 5. Yeah, that'll work for me. Cool. So, no, we'll wait. End turn. Yeah, I've got the all like the basic spot removal that can target the lands. That's also where the end comes in very handy. The only thing I can't really deal with is like the Mirex and the Fountain Port, because they never animate. Oh no, it's a rest in peace. Okay. Rest in peace is a good card, though. Not gonna lie. Alright, let's go ahead and scry one. Yeah, that is pretty annoying. I don't usually have issues with that, though. Not nearly as many issues as like these do, because they generate so many. They generate so much value for the opponent by just creating lands or creating extra creatures. Sell that. Take the Sunfall. The mono red matchup is a lot easier to handle, just because you get to what am I gonna say? You get to just destroy all their creatures outright. It's not as big of an issue. Let's play the other Mazemind Tome. Shadowy Backstreet. Another Ashiok, that's good. 34. End turn. Oh, Spud. There you go. Yep. Honestly, if this keeps up, I might be able to just mill them out. If I can keep them off of my Ashiok long enough. Because they're just drawing a ton of cards. Let's get rid of that now. End of turn. Let's draw a card. And we can scry this next card. Ooh, that's a Kaya. We'll keep it. And they had to discard. That's good. Alright. Let's go +1 again. I have one already. What's that put us to? 27? 31 cards left. Okay. So, we'll Sunfall. And no real reason to attack with creatures. Yeah, I kind of figured what you were getting at though. The one that destroys non-basic lands. Alright, cool. They're not doing anything. So I'm going to use this to scry. What's our next card? Another Mazemind Tome? Sure. I like it. It's a good card. Let's draw it. Okay. Play Restless Fortress. Let's go +1. Exile that. Take the Elspeth Smite. Because I have a feeling they're going to try to like overwhelm me with tokens pretty quickly here. So I need to have as much ways to deal with multiple targets as possible. Yep. Mm-hmm. 30 cards. Pass. Okay, they just made 2 guys. That's fine. Okay. That's a Mazemind Tome. That's a cool card. Alright, just gonna do the other one now. Oh, third one. Okay, pass. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I had a feeling you'd go right after him. Sacrifice to draw? Yeah. Alright, go to blocks. Sacrifice to draw? No. Is mine. Alright, we just need to survive one more turn. I think we got this. Resolve. Yeah, don't deck myself. I've got 29. I got 29. I just need to deck my opponent. And they've got 27. Alright, so end of turn. We're going to page counter. Another get lost. Perfect. That can stay right there. Let's draw it. Okay. Let's go and play the land. Go +1.
Such enticing thoughts.
Exile that. And now we wait. Ashiok just needs to survive this turn. If my opponent doesn't play anything that can deal with Ashiok, we'll be fine. Shit. Motherfucker. Yep. Alright. That's fine. We'll do it again.
I relinquish victory.
Oh. Sacrifice that, huh? Sure. Soul partition, huh? Yeah, take action. What I need right now is I need my skull. I need my let's scry one. Send that down. That's not it either. Mm-hmm. Hey, look, a bot. Well, might as well activate it. Make myself a little dude. There's a steel and oil, huh? +1.
So much drama.
More expensive. Like that. Yep. Eric's token. Make a fish. No tax. End turn. I don't think I've seen the full art lens from the next one yet. If I can get to my if I can get to my stone brain before they play the Twilight, I think we'll be okay. I really need to find it though. I like the foundation lens you're playing the most, especially the planes. Reminds me of Snowpiercer. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Forgot about that movie. It's been a long time. Alright, new turn. Let's look. There it is, Stone Brain. That's what I needed. Okay. So let's go ahead. The Caves of Koilos out. Play the Stone Brain. Activate it. Target you. Where's that? It's not shown. Let's see. White. Sun's Twilight. There it is. Perfect. And while we're at it, we're gonna play Kaya.
I'll see this through to the end.
Yes! Got you. Ooh! That took way too long. Okay, and here we are with the post-game wrap-up. So, there may be one thing that you have noticed with these games, is they are very, very long. If you're not into long games, then you might want to skip this deck. It does go long, because the game plan is pretty slow. Like, you need to control the board, stabilize as much as possible, and then whittle them away with the very few win conditions that we have in the deck. But as far as the rest of the deck is considered, like, I'm a big fan of this deck. This deck is a lot of fun. And there's a reason why this deck has been the one that I've been on for like the last 2 weeks. So it's effective, it works, it eliminates threats like nobody's business. In some games, you can just straight up rip out all of your opponent's win conditions. I didn't show it in this this video, mostly because I played this game on mobile. There was a game that I played on mobile against Mono Red where I actually succeeded at eliminating every single threat in the opponent's deck. I got to the point where they could not win because they also were not playing any like direct damage. They were just playing pump spells. So that was very satisfying. But aside from that, like the deck works really well. As far as underperforming cards, there's really not a whole lot of them. I would probably say the Anoint with Affliction is probably one of the lesser removal spells in the deck, just because it's fairly limited in what it can remove. But I feel like it needs to kind of stay in the deck because of cards like Unstoppable Slasher. This card is really, really good against that card. Aside from that, Elspeth Smite is a little bit of a lesser removal spell. Really great against decks like mono red aggro, but it kind of falters against decks that run bigger creatures, such as the mono black demons deck. I believe I showed one game where I had to throw 2 of these at a 6/6 demon just to get it off the table. So not really great when you're throwing away 2 cards to deal with 1. So that's not exactly card advantage. Cards that I really enjoy for the deck are really this combo of Dreams of Steel and Oil and Cruelclaw's Heist. Now, the reason I like these 2 so much is because it gives me advanced information about the opponent's deck. Because like I get to see their hand and potentially take one of my opponent's cards from them, which gives me enough information that I can then cast something like the Stone Brain later and know exactly what to target. So that's a really decent synergy right there. Aside from that, Mazemind Tome is absolutely an all-star card. This is such a great control tool. No matter what colors you're in, it's a really good card. Ashiok and Kaya, perfect win conditions for a deck like this. The end is fantastic just because it lobotomizes. It just says, all you guys, get out. You're not welcome here anymore. As far as cards that I would add to the deck, I would probably... Here, let's look them up real quick. We're going to look for cards from Aetherdrift. So, I believe there's a card called Ketramos. There he is, yeah. Ketramos the New Dawn. This is probably one card that I might try out in this deck, because it would slot into this deck perfectly. It's a 4/4 Menace Lifelink and Indestructible for only 3 mana. And this as Ketramos can't attack or block unless there are 7 or more cards in exile. Whenever 1 or more cards are put into exile from graveyard's end or the battlefield during your turn, you draw a card and lose 1 life. This is a really great card for this deck because it is super, super easy to get to that 7 or more cards in exile clause. It's really easy to do. Aside from that, there is a new card that just came out. Let's go. I believe it's a sorcery and it costs 4. There it is, Ancient Vendetta. This one would probably be a direct replacement of the Stone Brain. It says, choose a card name, search target opponent's graveyard, hand, and library for up to 4 cards with that name and exile them, then that player shuffles. So there's a couple differences with this one. This one only allows you to search for up to 4 cards of the same name. So if you're going up against like a Heir Apparent deck, this won't get all of them. However, one difference is you get to search for up to 4 of a land if you wanted to. Like, say you know what kind of man lands your opponent is playing. You go like, okay, let's get all of those out. That's actually really good because this card does not say non-land. It just says choose a card name. Search graveyard, hand, library for up to 4 cards with that name exile, then that player shuffles. Also, another key difference is with the Stone Brain, when you remove a card from the hand, they get to draw to replace that card. With Ancient Vendetta, not the same thing. They don't get to draw if you happen to get it out of their hand. So this would be a pretty decent card to replace the Stone Brain in this deck. So those are the only things I would probably move into the deck, is that and Ketramos. So I might do an update to this deck later, but as it is right now, that's the deck, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. So if you want to try this deck out for yourself, then I will leave a link to the deck list in the description box. Actually, no, I will not leave a link. What I'll do is I will just give the full deck list in the description. I've been having some issues with MTGA Zone, the website that I usually use to host my deck lists. some people have been leaving comments saying that the link is broken or they can't access the deck online. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to move my decks to a new website. So in the meantime, I'll just give you guys the deck list in the description. So you can check it out there if you want to. Play it yourself, iterate on it further yourself if you like to. But yeah, that's the deck. So I thank you very much for coming by and spending this time with me and checking out this deck. So until next time, y'all take care of yourselves.